My wallet loves this shit. Boy, I got more money than I ever had. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. Keep this shit rolling, my boy. Fuck. And I'm at peace. Fuck.
Ladies, this is bad. Okay. While y'all are all over social media crying in your bedrooms, crying in your cars about how men don't want to talk to you no more and how you're just having a very hard time finding y'all's husbands. These men are not only becoming way too comfortable with the idea of never settling down, being single, living life on their own terms without a woman, without a family, and so on and so forth. But it is a lot of them also becoming way too comfortable and relaxed with the reality of living these things out. And what's making it 1,000 times worse is that they are sharing their testimonies and sharing their stories with one another as far as how them staying single and being by themselves is adding on to their peace, their pockets, their purpose, and it's just not looking like you ladies out there will be drying your eyes anytime soon.
I'm not gonna hold y'all. Every time I look up, I see something about men ain't approaching no more. You know what I'm saying? Dating sucks and blah, blah, blah. And honestly, my wallet loves this shit. Boy, I got more money than I ever had. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. Keep this shit rolling, my boy. Fuck. And I'm at peace. Fuck. I got more money. My peace of mind back. Do what the fuck I want to do when I want to do it, whenever I want to. Shit. I ain't gonna lie. It's the life.
It's almost impossible to break a man who's not afraid of being alone. When you learn to eat alone, you learn to sleep alone, you travel alone, it's like you become unbreakable, unstoppable. And most men, right, we never find peace because we can't even find silence in our own company. Me personally, I do so much shit better by being alone. I make money alone. I come up with shit better when I'm just being by myself, right? Because if you always need somebody to sit beside you, when you gonna have time to think? You cannot manipulate me. You can't manipulate a man that built a backbone in solitude. There's no way you can manipulate a man with sex who's been sleeping alone. You can't threaten a man with abandonment who just don't mind eating alone. It's impossible. Master the art of being alone is what I tell my homies, because you're not by yourself, you're with yourself.
Ooh, bars. Now I'm gonna pause it a little bit before we get into the next few clips, but I want to chime in because the first guy, he kicked it off real heavy. He was like, y'all, I like it here. I don't think that I'm going to budge. I'm not going to rearrange and change a damn thing because I'm flourishing. I'm at peace. And do you know how much money I have? See, ladies, I feel your pain, right? Because if I were in y'all shoes, ladies, and so many of y'all are losing y'all's damn jobs, your degrees ain't worth nothing no more. If I was going through the single life without having me a provider, protector, leader, or teacher in my corner, that would be insult to injury. To hear these men be very boastful, very nonchalant, even when it comes to their realities of, again, being by themselves, not having a woman, needing a woman, or let alone wanting a woman. Dude, keep that to yourself. But then on the flip side, y'all, and y'all like the video, share the video, and subscribe. Let me get the banners. On the flip side, I can't even entirely be mad at these men because for a very long time, ladies, we were the ones boasting, bragging, rubbing it in these men's faces about how well we were doing and how much we didn't need them because we thought we were safe. We thought that our jobs and careers were secured. We thought that all of this money that we were bringing in would last forever. And yeah, it didn't. Okay, it didn't. So a lot of us were being very irresponsible with our money. All the money that we were making, we were spending because after all, we had it in our minds, it would always be this way. And now it's not. Okay, now we're realizing the errors of our ways. And these men are like, oh, too bad, too sad, because I'm actually glad by myself. I don't want you now. I don't need you now. Now, do you still have men out there who want a relationship? Absolutely. You do. But the dilemma is this. And again, y'all like the video, share the video, and subscribe. Y'all see what it says. The dilemma is this, ladies. While there are men out there who desire a woman and to settle down, start a family, and so on and so forth, the longer that a lot of you chicks be on BS, which will result into a lot of these men being by themselves, the more likely it is for him to become, again, relaxed and comfortable with being alone. And so y'all have to get on y'all P's and Q's real early. Stop playing games. Stop waiting around. All right. Stop trying to be the quote unquote prize and have these men chase up behind you and actually show and prove to these men your value and your worth. Because, like I said, by you all not trying to show and prove your value, and by a lot of y'all trying to pretty much make it seem like, once again, a man is going to be so lucky to have you in his life when essentially the majority of y'all are just headaches and bills. Yeah, these men are going to be like, yeah, I'm good by myself. And the more that these men are accustomed to being by themselves, the higher the likelihood and the chance is of him becoming comfortable, complacent, more relaxed, falling into a routine, and not seeing the significance of having a woman at all. Right? I'm used to being a loner. Now I have, once again, this flow, this routine going on. I don't want to disrupt that. I have all this money coming in that I don't have to spend and waste and do that. These men are not playing games with y'all. You are either going to come correct or you will be a reject. And a lot of y'all are feeling that. Bars. Craziness, though. Now, this brother here, he's cooking a little bit. He's cooking. And again, like the video, share the video, and subscribe. He said, yeah, you can't try to manipulate me and control me if I am a man that is accustomed and comfortable. All right. That's the vocabulary word of the day. I'm a man that's content and comfortable, relaxed. I'm at my best when I'm alone. When I am the master and the creator of my own life. You can't come in and try to dictate anything. You can't try to come and finesse me out of anything by way of the peach. Because I'm good without it. I've come this far by doing things on my own terms. So who do you think that you are to where you're going to be able to come through, dominate, control, manipulate, and finesse? It's not going to work. And see, fellas, I need you all to understand that when you are operating within that energy, you scare and intimidate the hell out of women. Because a lot of them don't know how to really finesse you or manipulate you outside of trying to dangle sex or, trying to make you feel like you're no good without them, so on and so forth. So when you are a man that is comfortable with who you are as a man by yourself, you don't give a woman too much wiggle room or leverage. That's a threat. That's a problem. Right. So this guy right here, I think he is really opening up a deep can of worms that a lot of women are not ready for. He's really giving y'all the game. Okay. He really is. He's letting y'all know that once you master self, once you become a guy that is okay with your own thoughts, with your own ways and actions, with you being able to navigate life on your own terms, you're unstoppable. Nobody can disrupt that because you're good with people or without people. And honestly, you all, a lot of these men are reaching the conclusion of, I'm actually better without people. And anybody that does come into my orbit, they have got to add value. They have got to add on to my life in a positive way, because if I'm at peace and flourishing by myself, you better come correct. I don't need nobody coming through trying to knock me off my square, knock me off my purpose and my passion. Absolutely not. And so, yeah, I think so far, these guys are cooking a little bit. I'm going to be real, but let's continue. Y'all like the video, share the video, and subscribe.
And here's a mistake that I made, right? When you're in a relationship, you start focusing on like building with this person.
Yeah.
That sometimes you forget yourself in the process.
Mm.
You know, where you kind of put your goals, your ambitions, and everything get put to the side for the betterment of the relationship.
Yo, which is so detrimental to men.
Right.
Because you think you're like doing right by prioritizing your woman, but at the end of the day, you're hurting yourself and you're also hurting your women's view on you.
Yeah.
Because secretly, women don't want men to prioritize them. They want men who prioritize their goals.
Right.
Because that's like, I think, the highest purpose a man can achieve,
Exactly.
right? And I think that keeps them very attracted to you.
It's like a captain of the ship, you know. It's like, do you want the captain of the ship to be like have great hospitality, or do you want him to know how to navigate the seas? You know,
Yeah.
like you want him to get us to where we got to get to. You don't
Yeah.
want him focusing on the people on the ship too much, you know. Obviously, he cares about you guys enough. He's gonna take care of you. He's gonna make sure your needs are met. But his main priority is to bring you guys
To your
to
destiny.
Until I hit my goal, I can't chase you. And that's always been rule number one for me. If you like me like you say, make it a little bit easier on me. Because the chances of me chasing you instead of chasing the bag or chasing my goals, they slim to none. Last time I did that, I got left with nothing. No goals and no bait. Ever since then, I told myself, hey, I'm never giving up what I'm focused on. And it should never even be required. If you require me to chase you, then I'm good on you.
No funny shit. I'm not mad at nobody right now. I just want to stay to myself and focus on me. I got goals I need to reach and things I want to have locked in before this year ends. My time is too valuable to waste. I'm pouring into my growth, my health, and my peace. And if you can't respect that, then you just can't be around me. No funny shit. This come up as personal. I do not need no distractions, no setbacks, nothing. And if you distracted me, oh, you got to go. You don't got to go home, but you got to get the fuck up out of here.
Well, they said what they said. Like the video, share the video, and subscribe. Y'all, all these brothers are cooking with hot grease today. Get the likes up. Drop the fire emojis in the chat right now. If you agree that these brothers are cooking, dropping bars, gems, and jewels, drop the fire emoji. I'm going to drop mine right now. The first guy, he said, oftentimes when a man is in a relationship, he can start to lose himself. You know, you can start to become too consumed with what your woman wants from you, what your woman needs from you, to where now you become a distant second and third and fourth and fifth in your own damn house. And then the other guy comes through and he's saying, and in all actuality, the irony to all of that prioritizing of a woman is the fact that the woman actually can lose a lot of interest in said guy in that relationship that is prioritizing her over his purpose, over his passion, over, you know, his money, over his life. Because at the end of the day, women desire and is always seeking a man that has self-respect, that has self-discipline, right? That is going to be able to provide her with a level of stability and security. And we know as women that a man's likelihood, once again, of him being able to deliver upon those things is going to be very slim to none if we are the center of his universe. You know, so a lot of times these females, they can come in and say that, oh, well, I want a man that does chase up behind me, that does bow down to me and prioritize me and make me the end all be all and the trophy. But what happens oftentimes with those same women who say things like that? Once a guy does prioritize her in that way, makes her the center of his attention, the apple of his eye, and he starts revolving everything around her, guess what? She gets turned off. She gets bored. She gets too comfortable. She does not feel like, you know, she has to show and prove herself anymore. She don't have to put in no work for him because after all, he got it. He gonna do it. She starts to take advantage of that guy, take him for granted, and then she's on to the next guy that is not going to even do a fraction of what that last guy did. You know why? Because she didn't respect him either. Y'all like the video, share the video, and subscribe. We got some things to cook on a little bit. See, fellas, ladies are paying attention to how you treat you. Are you treating yourself like you are worthy of respect? Are you holding yourself in a high enough regard to where she sees your value? She knows that, hey, I have to come correct in order to get this man to do X, Y, and Z, 1, 2, and 3 for me. If the answer is no, then it's like, oh, well, why should I do it then? If he does not have enough self-respect and enough regard for him, by himself, for himself, who am I to come through and treat him any differently? That's the rude reality. But when these chicks are out here telling y'all what a real man is, take it with a grain of salt. Because oftentimes the type of guy that they are describing to be a real man is actually a pushover, a simp, a noodle back, weak sauce guy that she does not want, need, desire, or respect. She's just going to use him. He's a placeholder. He's something that I can just utilize to my benefit until I find the guy that I really want to be with. And the guy that I really want to be with, he's going to make me work for the perks. Don't let these females lie to y'all. Again, like the video, share the video, and subscribe. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. And I know this is why a lot of women don't like me, because I'm going to spill the tea on us. I'm going to tell the truth. But it's all for our greater good, ladies. By me letting these men know that you really don't want a man like that, they're going to be better equipped to deliver to you what you really want, need, and desire as a woman. And what you really want, need, and desire as a woman is not somebody that you can just run all over, boss around, and treat like an ATM slave. You don't want that. Okay? You don't. But yeah, let's really be authentic about what's at play here. What that guy said was actual facts. What those two brothers said was actual facts. At the end of the day, a lot of the women, they want you as a man to just do what you need to do to make sure that our ship is sailing smoothly. Make sure that we are able to arrive at the destination safely, with ease and grace. Because I kid y'all not, and y'all can attest to this. Some of y'all went through this, right? You prioritized your woman. You made her the centerpiece of your whole entire existence. And once things did go down the drain, she blamed you for it. She said, man, why aren't we at the final destination yet? And it's like, damn, really? So we're not going to factor into the equation about how you told me that you were the prize, you were the priority, how everything needs to be centered and focused around you and on you. And that's how we never reach the destination. Oh, no, we're going to leave that part out and make everything my fault. All because I was trying to appease you and make you happy. Y'all know that. Like I said, some of y'all went through that. If you went through that in your relationship, I want y'all to drop the teardrop emoji in the chat right now. Because that's sad. A lot of y'all went through that. You said, okay, these women said that a good quality man does this, that, and the third. And so you try to do this, that, and the third. And when everything fell apart, it was your fault. You can't win for losing. So you might as well prioritize self. Prioritize the purpose, the passion, because that right there is going to benefit us all in the grand scheme anyway, right? So if you good, she's going to be good. If everything is smooth sailing for you, everything's going to be smooth sailing for her. It's a win-win. So those brothers spoke nothing but facts, okay? The next guy, he said, I'm not chasing no female. That's a wrap. I've been there. I've done that. It got me nowhere. He was the prime example of what I'm talking about right this second. So where you put this woman in first place, you made her your whole entire world. And then you ultimately got left with nothing to show for it. Not even the woman. So now you're having these men be in a whole different mode, a whole different mindset, and it's actually benefiting them and the potential future woman that they come into contact as well. Because like I said, if he's good, if he's focused, if he's ambitious, if he's free of distractions, that's going to benefit everybody. He's going to be a better man for himself, which equates to him being a better man for you. So salute to that brother. And like I said, there's so many men out there who can relate to that. I'm sure we have quite a few teardrops in the chat right now. If we don't, I will be thoroughly surprised. But there's a lot of us out there just like him. So I thought I was doing the right thing by making her my everything. And now I have nothing. Yeah, be careful with that. These chicks will tell you one thing while not really wanting that. That's how they operate, unfortunately. Salute and shout out to all the solid women. I'm not talking about you, sis, okay? You understand the assignment. You know that it's a collaborative effort when it comes to relationships. You're not just making this man do everything. You're going to assist him, right? You're going to be the woman that is going to replenish him and restore him and pour back into him because he's replenishing you. He's taking care of you. He's delivering to you what you need as a woman. So I'm not talking about you, sis. But it's way too many chicks out here to where they are putting these men exactly through this scenario that this guy is going through. And last but not least, and get the likes up for me, y'all. Let's get the banners back out. In case you don't know, like the video, share the video, and subscribe. Real talking a little big sis. Okay. But the last guy, he really cooked. He said, I ain't mad at nobody. By me standing to myself, not really talking to you, not trying to be in the mix like that, it's no hard feelings. Okay. We might even still be cool and may be even friends. But I'm focused right now. I don't need no silliness in my life. I don't need people coming through trying to knock me off my square and become distractions. No. I got my eye on the prize. And no, it's not you, females, okay? But I got my eye on the prize, which is me elevating myself, evolving myself, becoming a better version of myself. And anybody in the way of that, yeah, you're going to get knocked down. We don't have time. And this is what a lot of these men are telling to each other today. This is what a lot of these men are living out today. And I just don't know if it's going to get any better for you ladies that are crying and talking about how you can't find a man and, you know, you want to start a family and get married and all that. I don't know if it's going to get better for the singles events because it's way too many brothers like, no, I'm on this type of time, not that one. And so once again, I just don't know. But y'all like the video, share the video, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts, your opinions, your feedback in the comment section down below. And tell us your reality. Are you the type of guy that is like these guys that were showcased in today's dope discussion? Or are you on the other side of the spectrum where it's like, nah, man, I need me a woman. Okay, I'm still looking for my queen. Y'all let us know, all right? But I love y'all. I respect y'all. And I'm going to see y'all in the next dope discussion. Much love and peace to my crown heads.